How's it going, guys? Hope you're having a good day today. It's Tuesday, I believe, when this comes out, so appreciate that you're here. It's been it's a good run for the channel here. The Final Fantasy playthrough is going well. The Avowed playthrough is continuing on as it goes. I realized in my last playthrough for Final Fantasy, I left my death count up from my Avowed playthrough, but it is what it is. But hopefully you didn't get confused as why there was a death counter on my Final Fantasy playthrough. But yeah, that playthrough is going well. Getting a lot of traction with that, and a lot of people are coming over for it. So I appreciate those of you that are hopping on and watching it and enjoying kind of going back through time and playing a game that is about 40 years old. So we're going to hop back into Avowed today, though, I believe. That is what we're going to do. Play some Avowed. We're about to finish Act 2 here. So now, there's two avenues I could take here. I could continue on with this, go here and move on to the next part, or I could go back through and kind of farm this area just because I haven't yet. And like there are a bunch of like bears and stuff I could do to level up my grimoire. My grimoire is still a early level 1 kind of thing. I don't know. I'm kind of hesitant. I honestly don't think I'll get enough bear stuff. So we're gonna just continue and finish off this story. I realize our tongue is gonna need it. Bear claw. Funny how that works out. Infested camp. Claws.
A moment of your time, if you please. From one Adherin to another. I go where the Inquisitor commands, just as you go where the Emperor commands. So, did you enjoy our little bonfire? Inquisitor Ludwig was pleased with our efficiency.
You irredeemable fucking swine!
Keep her on a tight leash. No need for this to get out of hand. We'll see about that. Believe it or not, the Steel Garrote owe you an apology on behalf of Inquisitor Ludwig.
Bring us her severed head and I'll consider it.
That temperament of yours is exactly the problem she's trying to solve. Our attack came together in haste. You should have been informed, and I regret the oversight.
You say that like it's nothing, but you've made complicit in war crimes.
All we've done is speed things along to their inevitable conclusion. One way or another, Fuel Messiverno was always going to burn. Weak government, chaotic farming, dangerous research. They never had a chance.
What right do you have to cast judgment on us?
As the future caretakers of the living lands, we do only what is necessary. Fuel Messiverno's reliance on animancy and stubborn individualism has done nothing but drag the living lands down with them.
You tell the living lands to condemn it, you know nothing of these people.
Wake up, Envoy. You're going soft. Look, I'm only telling you this because you deserve to know Ludwig's intentions for the living lands. If Heelgard cannot maintain a grip on the living lands, then the Steel Garrote will simply take it from him. You see, the Steel Garrote answer to the Burned Queen, not your floundering empire. And we will break from Adir if that's what it takes.
I thought the Steel Garrote never broke an oath.
Very good. But the terms of our arrangement are quite clear. The oath to our goddess supersedes any and all political loyalties. Inquisitor Ludwig sees something in you, Envoy. She wants to cultivate your potential, as she did mine. You don't want to get between her and the fate of the living land, so let this serve as a warning. Our grasp on this island is going to tighten, even if it costs us allies along the way. Acceptable losses. What you do with this information is up to you. Either way, Emerald Stair is just the beginning. Feel free to prove us wrong. The Steel Garrote love a challenge. Before I let you go, a little bird sang in my ear that you're going to Shatterscarp.
Word travels fast.
Of course, that would have been impossible with these meddlesome rangers in the way.
You didn't.
I took the liberty of removing them. It's a shame, really. Honorable folk to the last. That's a matter of perspective. Ludwig is keeping her dark impulses in check. It could have been far, far messier. When you arrive in Shatterscarp, give this letter to Temerity. Compliments of the Inquisitor. No need to keep you any longer. Let's hope our next meeting is under more favorable circumstances.
This is probably a bad idea. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it. She was too disrespectful.
You know, there's a depraved part of me that was hoping you'd make this interesting.
Let's make this a battle to remember.
Sorry it'll be over so quickly then.
Stop right there!
So we got all these folks. And some up there. Okay. So we're going to go here.
Seek! Seek!
guys.
Eckworth and Roth! Eon Seek! Isak Sabla! I say! Seek!
This one's mine.
Defend!
Hello, buddy. She really is just fine. I understand.
Isak Sabla!
Bravo!
At least. Let's do that. That was good. I didn't think that I was going to be able to do this. I think I am going to actually at the end.
Seek!
Good one.
Defend!
just getting warmed up.
Just get exceptional great sword. I have 2 of those now, so I can break down one. 500 hammer. That. Exceptional scale armor. Medium quality. I actually think I'm pretty good here. Yeah, I think we're good. Definitely close. That's not bad. Okay. Cool. Well, I did that, so that's fun. Just save there. I wonder what story impact that has. Don't know, but hey. For the good of the people.
You came to Emerald Stair looking for answers. And now we're leaving with more questions. How do we fight the Dream Scourge? What can we do about Sapadal? And where is the garden? Not to mention, why the Steel Garrote burned my fucking home to the ground. I'm glad you think so. Because right now you're the only Adairan whose opinion matters to me. I will not forget Fiume Siverna. Everything it was, and everything it could have been. And I will never forgive. Never.
So on top of the Dream Scourge rotting your fields and turning kith and beast alike into monsters, now we've got a Death Guard Inquisitor and the Steel Garrote dogging our steps. Do you think Ludwig will try something similar in Thirdborn?
What can you tell me about Thirdborn? I need to speak with the initial stories and she does what they for now.
That's good to hear. We'll find allies in Shatterscarp, if it's anything like I remember. Thirdborn's a rugged place that attracts rugged people. Lots of Rawatayans, scramble routes with no prospects back home, washouts from military or mercenary life, sailors in search of steady ground. Add to that a motley assortment of pirates, free spirits, and people who like living under the loosest grasp of the law, and you've got Thirdborn. But rumor has it something's amiss in Shatterscarp. Strange dreams, disappearances, people wandering into the desert and never returning, or coming back. Changed. That's what I'm afraid of.
At least that tells us we're on the right track. This Dream Scourge is one of the weirdest things I've ever tried to hunt. Town full of survivors. Anyone who decides to stake out a life in Shatterscarp isn't someone you want to mess with. Good enough people, though. And generally less likely to rob you or bore you to sleep than other places we've been.
Everything we learned in Nakutadek points us to the garden. Thirdborn is just a stepping stone. But we don't know anything about the garden. It could be a myth, or a metaphor. Whatever the garden is or isn't, it's our only lead. We find the garden, we find the Dream Scourge.
That's unbelievable.
Yardsley is a master of the unknown and the unknowable. No mystery eludes her for long. If there is a path to the garden, Yardsley can lead us to it. I'd follow her anywhere.
Or maybe that god poking around your soul could give us directions.
Ask for directions. Why didn't I think of that? Kai, that's brilliant. Whatever Sapadal tells us will be filtered through a lot of metaphysical noise. But it couldn't hurt to try.
Let's do it.
This is so exciting. Sapadal? It's Giada. Giada Castel. If you're listening, could you please tell us more about the garden?
Castel. Castel. Why does
That
this
easy,
name
huh?
sing to us? A voice through murky water. The garden stifles the notes. We cannot reach. The branches bind.
Did you get anything?
Not much.
What? No. They must have confused me with someone else. Clearly your link to Sapadal isn't as strong as it was in Naku Tadek. But I'll take it over nothing.
I'll pass. I've heard too many ghost stories that start this way.
Right. If I wanted to waste time, that's what I carry a flute for.
Just me then. Really? No one else has a question for the god of the living lands? Fascinating.
So let me see if I got this straight. We're looking for the garden, which might not exist. Our best lead is Yatsley, an eccentric scholar who's gone ahead to Thirdborn, where the Dream Scourge may be ravaging.
Don't look at me. I was fine going back to Paradise. Stop. You're aggravating my ulcer.
Listen, I hate to ask this, but while we're in Shatterscarp, there's something I need to do. Something I owe Tama. There's an old battlefield near some Pogrunan ruins. Area called the Shark's Teeth. Tama lost his badge there. I need to get it. Thanks.
Takes courage to go back for something you lost. I wouldn't have it in me.
Get some rest. Sleep is good for the soul. Maybe this doesn't need to be said, but I don't blame you for what happened to Fiorme Siverno. I just wanted you to know. You aren't responsible for the sins of the Steel Garrote. I'll get the bastards who did this. One way or another, I'll make them pay.
Sleep well. We've got a long road ahead.
I'm close to being able to level that up. So let's see, for the petrified wood and add myth's wort. Do I need that to level up? Yeah, I do. Can I can do it for one. Okay. Do that. And I need petrified wood, which do more softwood branch.
Would you ever consider using animancy at sea?
Nope.
I gotta leave.
Too unpredictable.
Do this and then save. I don't know if there's gonna be like there's usually like a cutscene or something like that. Nope. Okay, well, call it shorter episode today. It's fine though. I think this is the last arc of the game. I could be wrong, but I think this is the last kind of portion. I didn't die, so I'm still at 89, so we'll see where it goes. Just wanted to kind of get a little bit something out for today and get back into it. So thanks so much for watching, guys. We're going to continue this playthrough. Probably be Final Fantasy next, but then we'll get back to that. So appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, means a lot that you're here. Thank you. Bye.